Hi everyone, it's Andrea. I want to come in tonight to talk to you about anxiety. Um, it has to be the number one symptom a lot of women are struggling with, and it's just getting out of control now. I speak to more and more women every day that are struggling with anxiety. It's affecting your way of life and just getting out of the house, how you look at yourself, how you view yourself. Um, you're taking time off work because you're so anxious and depressed, and it's just ruining your life. It's just really affecting your day-to-day life. You're not really enjoying your life to the full. And it's quite worrying that so many women are now struggling with anxiety now. And it really doesn't have to be that way. There's lots of things you can do to help. And I just wanted to explain a little bit about what's going on in your body. It's very, very popular now during perimenopause, and you can go into perimenopause anytime over the age of 35, and it's just, you're not going to notice much change during that time until you get into probably your mid-40s, when you really see things changing, like your periods start to be scatty. But more and more women now are suffering with anxiety as one of the top symptoms going through perimenopause. So are you one of these women, and it's just affecting the way you're going about your day-to-day life? It's restricting you what you can do. Are you snapping at your family? Are you finding that you're crying for no reason at all? You can't watch anything scary anymore, or a lot of things are coming up in your life that are causing anxiety, because when your hormones are declining, it's like a massive change in your body. It's like you're going through puberty in reverse now, and it can bring up a lot of deep-seated issues that you've kept buried before, and it can also bring up issues that you probably didn't realize that's been happening before. Like, you're having to analyze your life, you're analyzing yourself, you're analyzing your own thoughts, what you think, how you feel, and now. So it can bring about a lot of anxiety just by feeling all these things, and these things coming up in your life, because it's because of your hormones that are declining, and your body's changing and shifting, that it can bring lots of things to the surface that you weren't aware of before. You might be looking at your life, looking at the way you live your life, your job, your partner. Is it lighting you up? Is it making you feel good? And all these things can cause anxiety. Not being sure of yourself anymore. You're looking at yourself in the mirror and you might not recognize yourself, and aware there's so many changes going on inside your body, so many changes that you're thinking about, and you're thinking, well, I was happy before, so why aren't I happy now? What's changing? And it can be quite upsetting, and no wonder you're suffering with anxiety when there's all these things happening and you're not aware of it. You don't know why they're happening. Well, I talk to a lot of women, and I ask them to keep a note of how they're feeling every day, write it all out, because this is like a journey into another life, journey into midlife, like it was a journey into your teenage years, going through that puberty, learning about your body, learning about growing to a woman. Now it's like a different stage of your life. It's midlife and growing into that next phase of your life. Okay, what am I going to do now? I've had my children, or I've had my career, or do I want to learn something new? It can be quite a worrying, frustrating time, and it can bring on a lot of anxiety and depression for a lot of women. So the thing that can be happening, which is bringing all this up as well, is because your progesterone levels are reducing down. Now, this is a natural process to lose your progesterone as you're getting into menopause. That's just what happens. You lose your progesterone more than estrogen. You still have some progesterone around, but not in the amounts that you used to have. You remember how maybe when you were pregnant, how good you felt? You felt brilliant, really calm and lovely. This is because progesterone is so high during pregnancy, and progesterone is the calming hormone. It's what makes you feel good and calm, can sleep well, can stay asleep. So when you're going through the decline of hormones in perimenopause, the progesterone levels are going low, and especially if you're stressed out. A lot of women now are suffering with anxiety younger and having lots of problems because of high levels of stress, and that affects progesterone levels being made, and high amounts of refined sugar in your diet, that can affect your progesterone levels as well. So you have to pay attention to all that. So what happens when your progesterone is declining, or your progesterone is not made properly because of high levels of stress, is your brain can't sometimes convert the GABA that you need to calm you down, because GABA is a very calming hormone. Progesterone assists with the GABA conversion, and for a lot of women, they can't convert that progesterone over to GABA very, very well in the brain. And this is why a lot more women are suffering more with anxiety and depression than others. And you've probably heard of a lot of women in the public eye that have come out to talk about, you know, they're just crying all the time and they just don't know why. And this is probably what might be happening, is the brain's not converting the GABA very well and helping you to calm down, because your hormones are fluctuating so much all the time. You can, over time, your body will adjust. But during perimenopause, it can be the most trying time for anxiety, because hormone fluctuation is up and down and up and down. Your body will eventually level out. It will get used to that. It will eventually regulate again, your calming hormone. It can also affect your adrenal glands as well. Your adrenal glands may be not working correctly, properly, because of this fluctuation of hormones and the reduction of progesterone. But over time, as you get into menopause, your body will regulate itself. It will calm down. It will get better during the menopause phase. So just know that this is natural and it can level itself out. But during this time, you can do so much with your diet, with your exercise, with how you think. Lots of things that if you can give your body the building blocks it needs, as you go into perimenopause and menopause, get your adrenal glands strong, keep your body strong, feed your body the right types of foods, then you can get into grips with your anxiety. You don't have to go on antidepressants. Just know that there is help. You can sort this out through building your body with foods, taking care of yourself, looking at your mindset, journaling. And I go through all this in my hormone reset course. I'm going to be opening up the next start of the course in July. The 1st of July, I'm going to be covering all of this, talking about the foods, giving you the meal plans, talking about exercise. I've got a menopause mindset tracker and a self-care tracker to help you get to grips with your anxiety, to give you some exercises that you can do to help control it. And we're talking about all the foods and how to get all the toxins and badness out of your body to help you get to grips with your anxiety and depression and all your symptoms, to get your body strong. So you're going into menopause with a strong body, you're going to feel great. So I'm starting the course on the 1st of July. I'm opening up a private Facebook group, so you can join it with lots of other women, can all get involved, help each other out. I'm going to be in that group for a month to help and support you through the hormone reset. I'm going to put a link below so you can get all the details and find out more about the reset that starts on the 1st of July. So come along and join us, and along with lots of other women, we can help and support each other along the way. I'm here to help and support you, because you do need that support, because sometimes you just don't know where you're going wrong, what you're doing, how you can correct your eating, what you're eating in your life right now, how you can make healthy, nutritious meals without spending lots of time in the kitchen, how easy it can be. I'm here to help and support you and to teach you how you can have a healthy body and look good and feel good inside and out. Women deserve that. So come along and join my course, 1st of July. I'll put the link below. So I'm looking forward to seeing you there. So take care, and I'll see you again soon. See you later.